Austin is absolutely on fire. It was ranked top fastest growing large metro in the entire United States of America 12 of the last 13 years. The transformation going down in our city is truly unprecedented. With cranes dotting our skyline and groundbreakings happening every single month, the question everybody asking is, where are all these billions and billions of dollars actually going to? Today I'm taking you on a tour of the 20 most incredible developments coming to Austin in 2025. These developments will surely reshape our skyline, revolutionize the way we work, live and play in our amazing city, and further cement Austin's position as America's most dynamic city. The Austin metro area grows in population more than 2% per year, and like we mentioned, it's the fastest growing metro. However, it's not just growing out, it's actually getting filled in. And it's not just a house or two or a single street. Entire neighborhoods are being redone. And today we're going to give you an inside look into mixed-use developments, commercial developments, residential developments, as well as infrastructure upgrades coming to the city and recreation/entertainment. Before we continue, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Eduardo Duran, your favorite Austin realtor, and nobody's bringing you boots on the ground insights like we are here on this channel. If you have any question about moving into the Austin area, or if you've been thinking about it for a while, this video will surely convince you this area is about to blow up. All right, guys, let's kick this off with infrastructure. If there's one thing that Austinites love to complain about, it's traffic. We're actually stuck in that right now in downtown. For many years, there have been many proposals as to how to solve the traffic that has come with the growth of the city. Obviously, as the metro grows, a lot more people are moving in, more congestion. So there's been a lot of proposals, and we finally have two main ways that we're going to address this issue. First and foremost, a brand new $7.1 billion light rail system is coming to Austin, and it's actually breaking ground right now, guys, in 2025. And it's going to be absolutely huge. This is the largest infrastructure development investment that Austin has ever made. The second piece of this infrastructure upgrade is going to be the expansion of our beloved main highway, Interstate I-35, which is actually just here to my left. I-35 is the main highway that cuts Austin into east and west, since it runs north and south through the entirety of the metro. It is notorious for having terrible traffic during lunch and rush hour after work as well. The downtown section, which is about an 8-mile stretch, that is a region that is getting redeveloped, and it's going to be a much needed actualization as the city has grown so much. The Austin Light Rail is actually called Project Connect, and it's going to stretch all the way from about the airport in East Riverside area westward towards South Congress, and then going all the way up Guadalupe to about 45th Street. It's going to be comprised of 15 stops and one of the most highly debated infrastructure investments in Austin's history. In fact, only 60% of the population in Austin voted in favor. So leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think this is going to be a positive thing for the city, or if it's just going to be something that we spend a whole bunch of money on and nobody actually uses? The expansion of I-35 is going to be along an 8-mile stretch from about Ben White up to Highway 290. Construction is set to start this summer of 2025 and continue through 2032. So this is definitely a long-term project. However, once it's done, city elected officials say it's going to really clear up the traffic through the heart of the city. It's going to include a massive initiative to connect Austin's east side over to the downtown section. Currently, there's a big disparity where I-35 kind of chops the city in half. So they're going to put 14 vehicle bridges connecting the east over to the west side, as well as 7 that are just for pedestrians. Along the highway through the 8-mile stretch that's being redone, there will be 2 extra high occupancy vehicle lanes, HOV for short, which are restricted for first responders or for cars with more than one person inside. So what's this all actually going to cost? A project is going to cost more than $4.5 billion with a B, guys. That is insane. It's going to consume more than 54 acres of land as a footprint, which is going to displace over 100 businesses and homes. So what are your thoughts on this huge expansion of I-35? Does more lanes equal more traffic? Or will this finally be the long-needed solution to Austin's traffic? Besides traffic, what other infrastructure changes are coming to the Austin area in 2025? The airport is one of the largest expansions Austin is making in this year. They are going to be expanding over 370,000 square feet of additional space in the Austin-Bergstrom Airport, which is equivalent to more than 3 Costco stores combined. Austin's airport was designed to house 15 million passengers and allow them to travel. However, in the last 5 years, we've averaged well over 20 million per year. Something's got to give. This project will cost more than $1 billion, and it's not just going to add additional gates for passengers to travel through. It's also going to add capability for new direct flights, as well as amenities while you're traveling in the airport, such as restaurants, lounges, and so much more. Austin is truly cementing itself as a travel destination amongst the entire United States of America for conferences or events like our F1 or ACL Music Festival. So having an airport that can fit the bill is truly imperative. If you thought that was impressive, wait till you hear about the new hospital coming to UT Austin's campus. This new hospital will expand over 500,000 square feet and will cost more than $500 million to build. This year is meant to attract top medical talent, both students and doctors, to the Austin area. If you live in Texas, you know for the longest time, Houston has been the spot for cancer treatment. This hospital will specialize in research and treatment of cancer. That wraps up the first section of the video, infrastructure. We talked about the light rail coming to Austin, the I-35 expansion through the heart of the city, as well as 2 other developments, the airport expansion and the new hospital. Leave your comments below which of these 4 is your favorite. Next, we're going to talk about some commercial developments coming to Austin this year. As far as commercial developments are concerned, Austin has a big 4. We're going to have a brand new convention center that's breaking ground this year, guys. It's going to almost double in size, and it's going to be tremendously attractive for many, many events to come into the Austin area and continue to grow our city. Second, we're going to have Brody Oaks. Third, we're going to have the Row. And fourth, by the Domain, the brand new Uptown ATX. Every year, Austin welcomes millions of tourists that come in for different events such as South by Southwest, ACL, the Music Festival, and so much more. Our convention center is busting at the seams, just begging for an upgrade. We're going to experience one of the largest expansions of a convention center ever in Austin, and it's slated to begin this year in April of 2025. The development is going to nearly double the rentable space from about 360,000 square feet to 700,000. This new convention center is going to cost north of $1.6 billion and is going to be completed in early 2029. It will feature open air terraces, public outdoor plazas, and an indoor-outdoor connection. And its architecture will strive to maximize natural light. The design also aims to enhance the convention center's connectivity with surrounding districts like the Waterloo Greenway and Palm District. The new facility is also expected to be the world's first zero-carbon certified convention center. It will showcase art installations, interactive exhibits, and an artist-driven space. One of the largest developments starting in Austin in 2025 is going to be located in the southwest corner of our beautiful city. This is called Brody Oaks. Brody Oaks is currently a shopping center situated on 37.6 acres of land next to the Barton Creek green space. This new project is going to introduce 13.7 acres of open space, 1.26 million square feet of office space, 1,700 residential units, restaurants, retail shops, grocery stores, 5-star hotels, and so much more. This development is slated to begin in 2025, and it's going to be complete in the middle of 2027. If you thought that was impressive, wait till you hear about this next development coming to the southwest corner of the city of Austin, Texas in 2025. There's been a development in the works for so long, and it's finally coming into fruition, and it's actually got a name change. Formerly known as Velocity, this new development is now called the Row. It's located on the intersection of Highway 71 and State 130, and it's going to be about 10 times the size of the previous development we just mentioned. It's going to come in at 314 acres. There's going to be an abundance of green space, retail, office, and so much multifamily that's going to make the area much more affordable, and really tie in our city as it expands inward. The row is already making significant strides with new construction underway on its first project, a 307-unit apartment complex called Del Villa, set to be completed in 2025. The next phases will introduce retail and restaurants, with groundbreaking for a 6,200 square foot restaurant and 22,000 square feet of retail space scheduled for early this year in 2025. There will also be a mixed-use expansion and a subsequent phase that will add over 100,000 feet of retail and an AC hotel by the Marriott, as well as a second multifamily project with over 300 units. In total, the row will introduce into Austin 7 million square feet of new development alongside 100 acres of green space. With these two huge developments coming to the Austin area, leave a comment below. Let me know, which do you prefer, Brody Oaks out east or the row out west? For now, let's head up north. Uptown ATX is a brand new development coming to the Domain region in North Austin. This is formerly known as the IBM campus, and it's sandwiched between the Domain and the Charles Schwab campus. This development is going to be 66 acres of land and going to cost north of $3.5 billion. Uptown ATX is going to be developed by Brandywine Realty. The 66-acre site is going to transform the campus into a mixed-use community made up of workspaces, multifamily units, retail, and hospitality, as well as a brand new CAP Metro station. The Domain has long been growing into Austin's second downtown, and Uptown ATX is just the newest addition to the area. Do you think Austin now has two downtowns? It seems like it. The skyline is insane at the Domain. Every year it seems like we get new development. This year, 2025, is said to be one of the largest ever with the introduction of Uptown ATX. All right, guys, that wraps up section 2 of our video. Everything new coming to Austin in 2025. We went through the brand new convention center coming to Austin this year, as well as 3 other developments: southwest with Brody Oaks, southeast with the Row, and finally up north of the Domain with Uptown ATX. Next, let's check out what's coming new to Austin with residential developments. Austin isn't just exploding outwards, it's also being developed inwards, boosting density and making everything more walkable, enjoyable, and truly bolstering Austin's outdoor premium lifestyle. Now, on the residential side of development, Austin is absolutely booming. There is an abundance of affordable housing flooding the area, as well as luxury developments. Coming to Austin is a 145-acre enclave of luxury private residences by the Four Seasons. There's going to be 179 residences, with the smallest coming at a measly 2,000 square feet and a price tag, a very affordable one, of $4.1 million, guys. And this is just the start. They're going to go all the way to 10,000 square feet mansions, if not bigger, and price tags at $50 million plus. Key amenities will include a lake clubhouse, private theaters, world-class spas. There's going to be golf simulators, of course, a private marina, athletic centers, indoor and outdoor pools that will be heated, cooled, chilled. Everything you can possibly think of is coming. This is going to be a hotel-type resort. And like I said, guys, 179 total. If you're interested in moving in the Austin area and you got that big dinero and you're looking for a true luxury residence, the Four Seasons is possibly the one for you. The best part about this luxury development is that it's going to be just 20 minutes from downtown Austin. If you're looking for something a little bit more central, as in actually in downtown Austin, then the modern residences by Urban Space is going to be an awesome option for you to consider. These are going to be a little bit lower in price point, even though they're still considered luxury. Deliveries are slated to begin in spring of 2025. And there's going to be everything from a 1-bedroom all the way to a 5-bedroom residence. 1-bedrooms are in the $600K range. 2 bedrooms are around that $1.2 million to $1.9 million. 3 bedrooms are in that $3 million range. And 4 bedrooms plus, you're talking a pretty penny, $5 million. And that's not all, guys. There's actually a penthouse collection that's going to be ranging from about 6,000 square feet up to north of 10,000 square feet Price ranges here are going to be the 10 million plus range. If you're looking for a renter's lifestyle, there's plenty of options coming in 2025 to the Austin area. First and foremost, we have Paseo. This is going to be a 48-story multifamily development planned for the heart of Rainy Street in Austin, Texas. There will be a total of 557 units spanning from 1-bedrooms all the way to 3-bedroom apartments. And remember, I mentioned that affordable housing is coming to Austin. This project here in particular is going to have 28 units designated as affordable housing units. Fun fact, Austin is the leader in the country in 2025 for deliveries of apartments that are going to be deemed affordable housing. Developers get tax credits for creating these affordable housing options for residents, trying to get people to move into the city and bolster economic growth. Check this new development out. It's called Waterline, and it's going to be the tallest tower in the entire state of Texas at a whopping 1,022 feet tall. Behind me, you'll see Waterline, which is Austin's new tallest tower, and not just in Austin. It's the tallest tower in the entire state of Texas, fairly edging out the Houston JP Morgan Chase Tower. Waterline will be completed in 2026. It's going to be a 74-story high-rise that's going to have a 5-star hotel, hundreds of thousands of Class A office space, as well as luxury apartments on the upper parts. Would you live in Waterline? If you're looking to move into the Austin area and you want to check out Waterline, shoot me a message. With all this residential development going on, it's easy to feel that Austin is a city that's losing its soul. So many people critique the Austin development and its high-octane environment as one that's conducive of the city just losing what it's made up of. The culture, the food, the music, and all of the above. However, there are some developments that try to revitalize this culture in the Austin area, namely 6th and Blanco. 6th and Blanco is located in the absolute heart of Old West Austin. It is situated on 1.6 acres on the intersection of West 6th and Blanco streets in the downtown area adjacent to Clarksville neighborhood. The design is done by prize-winning Swiss firm Herzog and de Meuron. The 5-story complex will also have a 57-key MML-operated luxury hotel called the Blanco, an amenity suite for both residents and hotel guests, a private member social club and bathhouse, and high-end retail, art galleries, and new restaurants. Contrary to many other developments in the Austin area, 6th and Blanco does not aim to maximize its Florida area ratio, or have a bunch of concrete and maximize the impervious cover, which is the amount of concrete that can be in a certain area, and this has to do with actual flooding and like precipitation regulations. A lot of developers could have squeezed so much more out of this area, yet the design of this community is going to be centered around avoiding a glass box look. In fact, the building materials are largely mass timber, and this has incorporated energy and resource saving elements that are still very uncommon in Austin. They wanted to make sure that the design was sustainable and worked with the scale and tone of the neighborhood, rather than maxing out how many apartments or condos they can stash into this one little 1.6 acre lot, which honestly, with existing zoning entitlements, could have totally been allowed. So kudos to them for that. When it's all said and done, there will be 10 meticulously planned homes at 6th and Blanco, each of which representing more than just a home, but truly a piece of art. Comment below what your favorite part about 6th and Blanco is. If you think it's a positive move for the city of Austin to develop something that has some culture and some good feel to it, rather than just maximizing how many units we can actually stash somewhere. All right, guys, that wraps up part 3 of the video, residential developments coming to the Austin area in 2025. We went through the Four Seasons Lake Austin, the Modern, Paseo, Waterline, and my personal favorite, 6th and Blanco. Comment below what's your favorite one, and don't forget, if you're moving into the Austin area or you're even contemplating it, don't hesitate to reach out to me. A lot of times people watch these videos and think it's just entertainment or information. I'm actually boots on the ground and I help people move here all the time. Reach out to me, contact information is below. And finally, we're going to show you part 4 of the video, which is going to be everything that's coming in 2025 that's recreation or entertainment based. First on the list for recreation is one that's near and dear to my heart. You know I'm a basketball fan if you've been following me for a while. One of my favorite players is Kevin Durant, and if you didn't know, he went to UT Austin. Hook 'em, baby. He loves Austin, and he recently just played a basketball game with the Phoenix Suns in February 2025 in the city. He was seen at one of our most popular venues, which is not new in Austin, which is why it's not showcased in this video for 2025. It's called Powder Room. If you haven't been there, you totally should check it out. Teaming up with the co-founder of Airbnb, Joe Gebbia, and Lobo Hospitality, Kevin Durant is launching his very own luxury premium sports bar / club. This is going to be the first of its kind, a sports and social club featuring state-of-the-art restaurants, luxury lounges, and curated events. It's expected to be a premier destination for athletes, fans, and high-profile events. The Austin Sports Club is slated to open in fall of 2025. Stay tuned. We're definitely going to make a video showing you the ins and outs of it on this channel. So subscribe if you want to see that. Austin is one of the most active cities in the United States of America, and people love running around Lady Bird Lake, which is a body of water that cuts the city into its north and southern halves. There is an exciting development in the infrastructure of this park along Waller Creek, which is just north of the water. There is a creek going from about Rainey Street, which is where we're currently at, all the way to the University of Texas at Austin, which is about 20th Street. So 20 blocks of this creek are being redeveloped as we speak, guys. The development began in 2018 and will stretch through about 2030 and is going to cost billions of dollars. It is split into 3 phases, and we're currently in phase 2, and we're about to show you a quick look. This is the second section of the Waterloo Greenway expansion. Slated to be completed in 2026, this will further add to Austin's outdoor allure. Now we're here on the final section. The final section of this video is all about technology and mixed-use developments, which are truly a combination of all the previous kinds we just mentioned. And truthfully, the reason why Austin is slated to boom for many years to come. Samsung itself invested $17 billion. Yes, there's been a lot of billions thrown around this video, and this is the biggest one so far. Tesla, on the other hand, is putting $3 billion into expanding Tesla Gigafactory, called Giga Texas, from 10 million square feet all the way up to about 15.2 million square feet. There's also a very famous college dropout from UT Austin that created quite possibly one of the largest companies in the world for computing. Any guesses? That's right, Michael Dell with Dell Technologies, which is headquartered in Round Rock, just a short drive north of Austin, is also undergoing a massive expansion. In 2025, Dell is going to be adding 350,000 square feet of office space, which is going to produce north of 2,000 high-end tech jobs. This is not just about adding more office space. Dell is creating a next-generation workplace with innovation labs, collaborative spaces, and sustainability features throughout. And listen, guys, Dell has been an Austin staple for decades, and this expansion shows their continued dedication to expanding their footprints here in the Austin area. Have you ever worked for a tech company here in the Austin area? I'm curious to know. Leave a comment below if you've ever worked for one of the big tech giants. Do me a favor, guys, smash the like button, subscribe for more content just like this, and share it with a friend who might be contemplating a move into the Austin area. Remember, guys, my name is Eduardo Duran. I'm a local Austin real estate agent. I've been working here for 5 years and have done tremendous amounts of deals in the Austin area. I specialize in helping people relocate from different cities in the state of Texas, as well as cities across the entire country. I've even done deals with people from different continents. So if you're contemplating a move to the Austin area and you've been sitting on the fence, not sure if Austin is going to continue on its hot streak, hope this video changed your mind. Reach out to me today. There are a ton of deals on the market. And if you're watching this later in the future, I guarantee you Austin is still booming.